What's up, everyone on YouTube? It's your boy, the Memphis Accelerate, coming at you with 100 days of Yu-Gi-Oh! Where every day for 100 days we play with a different deck every day. We're playing some Ritual Beasts, or Spiritual Beasts, whatever the heck you want to call them. Today's deck is such. We got ourselves a nice little deck. We're going to be swarming the board with these Ritual Beasts and their tamers, and all that good stuff, banishing stuff, popping stuff, having ourselves good time. And, of course, the shout-out today goes to the gentleman who suggested today's deck, which is Mr. Libra October. Thanks for making a suggestion. As always, if you guys have suggestions, leave them in the comments below. I'll get to them ASAP. But for right now, we're going to go ahead and get started with this deck, have ourselves a good old time, and summon Cannahawk. So let's get started. Alright, our first opponent. We want to go first with this deck as often as possible. We kind of like to set our board up. Opening hand is alright. I can do stuff with this. Not the greatest, but it's something. I've got Elder. Elder, very important. He gives us an extra normal summon. Very good for making boards and things. And I'm going to go ahead and do my Contact Fusion. We're all about that. Let's go for our Ulta Falcon. He is our best boy. Still at 1 for reasons. So I'm going to go ahead, return these two to my graveyard. If I had some more dudes in the banished pile, I could do even more, but unfortunately do not. Oh, you little shite. Alright. This is not the problem. I'm just going to do this. I'm going to go ahead and bounce Cannahawk. Bring these two back. Be like, yeah, you stopped my search. I can't stop you from doing that. But I can just summon him again. Ugh. So now, I'm going to go ahead, do it again. So, you see, Ash Blossom, not the problem. I'm going to get my Steeds. My Steeds lets me pop monsters on the board. And I already have my ambush, so I'm pretty set, so to speak. I wish I had some more dudes so I can bounce them again and keep searching, but sadly, I don't. But right now, we're okay. I've got ambush to survive my cards. Not yet, I think. No, Zombie World. I haven't seen Zombie World in a while. Shiranui's. Target a face-up card, destroy it. Again, not quite ready to go all in with the ambush. Although maybe I should have. Alright. This is not a problem. If it was a problem, I would be in trouble. Do I look like I'm in trouble here? Alright, so he's summoning Phoenix. What is he getting rid of? Well, if you're going to target my ambush, I'm just going to go ahead and play it. That's just how it is. I'll just bring my cards back. Be like, hello, how's your mum? But he does get some stuff. He gets the Mazook. That's fine. Let him summon back Spiritual Master. Yeah, I'll play Steeds. I'll play my Steeds. I'm going to pop a couple of his cards. And that way he won't have his stuff. So now he's going to go into battle phase. I thought for a second there that he had something, but no. No, we're perfectly fine and all dandy. Let me think about this. I can summon my boss monster. That's the cool thing. I can summon my big boss monster. I will do that in a moment, but not at the moment. Let's see. Monster from the hand. No, I don't want to do that because I want the things in my hand. Banish a ritual monster. Ritual of the same type. No, I think we're just going to go for battle phase. I think we're good. So you guys get the idea. Is that we're trying to set our board and our graveyard up as much as possible. Interrupt our opponent by popping their stuff at just the right moment. And then we, proceed to go into stuff. As you can see, that's what we're doing right now. The one thing that really, we didn't get to, show off as much is that, our deck takes a little bit of time to get stuff started, but once they do, we can do some cool stuff, like summoning this thing. This is Ulti-gaiapelio. I can negate anything by banishing one of my dudes from my extra deck. Or not my extra deck, but my hand. I was about to say, extra deck. What? No. But I can summon this dude. So basically, the next card he plays, I can negate it. Or at least the next thing that's troublesome, I can negate it. Like if he had Not Mizook, but something else. I'm thinking, you know, Unizombies, things like that. Alright, so Lupine. Yes, I would love to get back one of my banished cards. I'm going to get back my Elder so I can negate stuff. That way I can negate that Mizuki he worked so hard to put in the graveyard. Yeah, because now he's going to try and revive one of his Shiranuis. Or something else. No, he just plain old didn't work out. So, there's a win. It was a little slower than I liked, but at least I got to show off, you know, Cannahawk and Ulti-gaiapelio, if I can ever pronounce his name right. So let's go for duel number 2, and do it all again and a little bit better, I think. Alrighty, second opponent. We're in Master Rule 5 territory, folks. That's fine. We don't really care that much. Anyway, Needle Sealing will be very useful for that, because if our opponent starts swarming, we'll start popping. So I'm just going to set Winda, because I don't have Elder or nothing. It's never so good when you start with multiple Tamers. I really wish there was one that could special summon itself or something, you know? Ritual Beasts, they could really use some support, Konami, if you're watching this for whatever reason. I'd really appreciate a Tamer that could summon itself. Or a spiritual beast that could special summon itself, one or the other. Or both. Just do both. Just do both, man. I mean, don't get me wrong. The link works, but we need more methods of getting to the link. You know what I mean? So, Konami, if you're watching, just remember that. Just remember that sometime. Alright, so we're up against something with Clock Wyvern. So, I'm definitely seeing... this Needle Sealing being helpful. Yeah, so I've just ruined his day. I popped all of his stuff before he could do his combo. And that's important. And my opponent immediately surrenders. Alright. Okay, here's what we're going to do. I actually have a replay of myself kicking the butt of a Thunder Dragon player while I was in testing, so I'm going to count that and this as a win for Duel 2. I'll have the replay up at the end of today's episode. And let's go for Duel 3. Alrighty, third opponent of the day going first. And have pretty much the best deck possible. I mean, it is the best deck, but I meant the best hand. Because when you get Elder, he gives you an extra normal summon. He's the best Swarm that we really got, unfortunately. But at the very least, it's something. So let's go ahead for Cannahawk. We'll banish a card to get the decks, you know, moving and grooving. What do I want to dump? I'll get rid of Pengu. No particular reason, I just don't want Pengu right now. Let's go ahead for our Cannahawk. If only I had a little bit extra, but I don't. Considering, let me think about this. I might go for Steeds over Ambush. Just because I don't have all the things in the world that I would have liked to, you know, do all my stuff. But for now, let's put Cannahawk and the Elder in the graveyard. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. No, I'm good. Let's go ahead and get our Steeds. And I've got my emergency telly that's going to allow me to get out a Winda. Or not Winda. But I can get another monster on the board. Plus, I've got Dimension Fissure, so that's good. So, I think we're just going to end our turn there and see what our opponent's up to. Hopefully it's a deck that gets ruined by Dimensional Fissure. That would be the best. And we're up against, yeah, Light Swarms get ruined by Dimension Fissure. He will have no monsters. That is how it works. Light Swarms kind of need a graveyard to work. That's just how they work. Although if he's got Twilight Swarms, that's another thing entirely. Yeah, I was not expecting actual... I saw he was, you know, using Light Swarms, and I was like, yeah, he's doomed, but then he's got the Twilight Swarms. Ooh, not so good. Not so good indeed. I'm gonna go and play this, just so he knows I have it. And I get to summon a dude. Unfortunately, all my dudes are when they're normie summoned, which is a bit of annoying. I will summon Lotta. My reason being is she has the biggest booty of all of the Ritual Beast Tamers. Look it up, it's the truth. Alright, so he's got Warrior and he's got Shaman. He's got Hat Shricker. Alright. Interesting choice. I probably should pop something, but let's just wait and see what he's up to. He's got Minerva. I probably should have done this earlier, but I'm just going to do it now. Steeds, let's blow up his stuff. Minerva will then mill stuff. Sent to the graveyard. Yeah, but they're not sent to the graveyard because they go to the banished pile. So, there's a win against Light Sworn. It's kind of a favorable matchup. Let's go for duel number 4 and see if we can finish strong. Alrighty, our fourth and final opponent. Until I do the, what's it? I gotta show off that Thunder Dragon duel. But regardless, I'm starting with Elder. So, that's already good. Unfortunately, again, I don't have all the stuff, man. I don't have all the stuff. That's the thing about Ritual Beasts. They need more of the stuff. But at the very least, I'm going to go ahead and get stuff going. I'm just going to get these two in the grave. And I'm going to go ahead and set an ambush. I think ambush will be best. Because, like I said, if I don't have the option of going for too much, you know, I'm going to go for ambush so I can recover stuff. I mean, there's another option. I could have gone for the trap, the steeds, and just popped one card and hoped it was the one card he needed. And perhaps that would have been a good idea, because we're up against old school vampires. And when I say old school, I mean old school, because he's playing the field spell. Most modern vampires do not require the field spell, although it does give that nice 500-point boost, so it's not necessarily a bad choice. Alright, he's got the Vampire Familiar. Okay. So the question is, what else do you have? He's got Link Karibo? Yes, he does. Link Karibo is guaranteed. Let's see. Okay, now he's going to dump a vampire. I'm going to stop it, because I really don't want him to get stuff. I'm going to be like, no. Get out of here. Granted, he will still have the Sorcerer in the graveyard. So next turn, he can banish that to normal summon another vampire and stuff. I can't stop that, sadly. But, oh shoot, he can do it now. Uh-oh. That could be bad. Depending on what he summons. I mean, you know, Vamp isn't a problem right now. Plus, he already normal summoned, so he kind of messed himself up. I was worried for nothing. If you were fooled by that, you have to hit the subscribe button, by the way. I'm joking. I'm joking. You guys know I'm joking about that. I would never force you guys to go hit the subscribe button. Never. I'm going to just force my opponent to realize his mistakes, because I'm going to go ahead and bring these out. I'm going to summon my boss monster now. Hello. How are you? And now it's time to go for the boss monster. Hello. And let's just go ahead and beat into that Link Karibo. I could negate it, but I'm not going to. I'm going to allow my opponent to think that he's safe. Plus, I only have 2 negations anyway. I don't want to use up all my negates. That I'll negate. I shall negate your Fraulein. She I don't like. Okay. No, I'm good. Let's just go ahead, let our opponent have his turn. Summon a vampire, destroy during the end phase. Okay, fine. What could he summon? He could summon any vampire, so what would he summon off of that? Possibly Sorcerer, to have another Sorcerer in the grave? Question mark? Possibly. Possibly. Could be a lot of things. Oh, could be a lot of things, man. Let me tell y'all what. I don't know, man. Like, I'm trying to test out these Ritual Beasts, and I think I'm playing them alright. It's just, I'm not running into anything really, like, super good today. I don't know. I'm going to say no to that. Thank you. He's going to take a big old 1200 burn when that leaves the field. Because that's how Crescent works. I'm just going to go ahead and end my turn. That'll go away. He'll take damage. So I've got one whole negate. He doesn't have a whole lot of much. Could be good for us, could be bad for us, because if he gets around this, we're out of stuff. Uh-huh. So he's gonna dump a card, and what is he gonna dump? Let's see. I guess I should. I really just don't want him to get started. That's the thing. If he gets started, I'm dead. Oh. That doesn't hurt me. Okay. Okay, we're still good. We're still fine and dandy. Now we're less fine and dandy, but he can't attack with that or nothing, so yeah, we're good. We're good. He just wanted to show me that he plays mind control. That he wanted to give me my extra monster zone back. Thank you, gentlemen. And there's the surrender. So there's the day. Let's go ahead and show off that Thunder Dragon replay and go to the end screen. Alrighty, here we are, everybody, at the replay. Spiritual Beasts versus Thunder Dragons. As you can see, our opponent's going first. Starts off with Batterymen, starts dumping stuff and swarming the board. Gonna get out his Colossus and his Titan. He looks pretty dang set, I have to say. So how are we gonna out him? Let me show you how it's done. We're just gonna set a whole bunch of stuff, make him think we've bricked, make him think he's got the advantage, but he doesn't. He's gonna go ahead and summon out Sardusia. He's hoping to draw some cards. But I've got a Crescent for him, so he's not gonna be getting anything except one little old dragon. We don't even care because he's gonna attack us, and Winda's gonna bring out Archetype. And we're just going to pop that Thunder Dragon before it can do any more damage to us. So now I've got Cannahawk. I'm going to banish my Pengu. And I'm going to go ahead and bring back Winda. And I'm going to go for my Cannahawk. And I'm just going to make it so he doesn't going to bounce me or flip me or whatever the heck this does. I don't even remember at the moment. So we're going to bring out Cannahawk again. We're going to go ahead and start searching and all that good stuff. Get our ambush. Go for our Link, and go for Unicorn. Unicorn is going to go ahead and bounce Saryuja, and I'm going to attack him directly. So my opponent's got a whole bunch of nothing. He's got the Egg, and he's got Allure of Darkness. He's going to go ahead and attempt the Blind Allure, but it doesn't work out for him, and he runs out of luck. So there you go. Barely, but we did manage to out the Thunder Dragons, a deck that we really have a big disadvantage against. So now that we've seen that, let's go for the end screen times and talk more about the deck. Alright, folks, Spiritual Beasts. We got some wins today. We got some wins. Mind you, there was against, favorable opponents. We never got the hand, I mean, we got, Elder and Cannahawk, and that's always what we want to get. All in all, the deck works just fine. You can take in some other things to make it a little more competitive, like Shifter, Goes and Match. They're just decks I didn't feel like running today. But I hope you guys enjoyed nonetheless. Tomorrow is going to be Fortune Ladies, so tune in for that. It's going to be great. Hope you all enjoyed. Smash like if you did. Memphis will see you again next time. Your boy signing off. Take care, everybody.